Welcome, Mr. Handicap. It's a great weekend for horse racing. We have the Arkansas Derby this weekend. We also have the Florida Derby. In this video, I'm going to cover the Arkansas Derby, but I will be posting analysis for the Florida Derby. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, click on all notifications so you can be instantly notified. I post picks for the Florida Derby. Let's take a look at the Arkansas Derby. At Oaklawn Park, Grade 1, mile than an 8, purse $1.25 million. This race features a filly taking on the boys, the 75-1 winner of the Rebel Stakes, and a shipper from California, desperately in need of Derby points. I'm going to do a full field analysis on this race. I'll go through every competitor in this race. From that group, I'll let you know which horses I'm using on my tickets and my exotics, and then I'll pick a winner. Let's take a look at the one horse, Kovad, at 15-1. By the way, there's 100 points on the line to the winner. Kovad will be your most likely pace setter, especially coming from off the rail. He's done that his last couple races, but he's been suffering from a case of fourth-itis. He's finished fourth his last 3 races. And they're going to remove blinkers, so maybe that might help him a little bit. I'm going to tell you, I'm not so sure if this horse wants anything to do with a 2-turn race. All of his wins have come at 6 furlongs. Maybe removing blinkers might help him a bit, but you are getting 15-1 on him. And I want to take a look at the 2 horse, Chasing Time, at 12-1. He looked sharp 2 races back at Oaklawn, winning by 7 3/4. And the next time out in the Rebel, well, he didn't look so good. He finished 5th in that race. Does have a decent workout on March 21st. Now, he is trained by Steve Asmussen. Asmussen has won the Arkansas Derby 4 times. I think he's going to be pretty close to the pace. Well, you know what I like about him the most if you've been following this channel. He is sired by Not This Time, and I absolutely love 3-year-old colts sired by Not This Time. I always use them on my tickets, no matter what their odds are. So I'm going to definitely use Chasing Time at 12-1 on my tickets. And I want to take a look at the 3 horse, Barber Road. One thing about Barber Road, he's consistent. Out of 7 races, he's finished in the money 6 times. He's 8-1. Look at his last few races. Smarty Jones finished the closing 2nd. The next time out in the Southwest, again, pretty nice closing 2nd. Then in the Rebel, finished the closing 3rd. Only lost that race by half a length. Barber Road at 8-1 is a pretty interesting horse. Then there's the 4 horse, Doppelganger, at 3-1, ridden by John Velasquez. If you are not a fan of the horses that raced in the Rebel, you might want to take a look at this shipper from California. In his debut, he won by 3.5. The next time out in San Vicente, he took on Forbidden Kingdom, and he finished 4th. Then in the San Felipe, he ran into Forbidden Kingdom again, and nobody was beating Forbidden Kingdom that day. But he finished a clear 2nd. Now, they had to take him out of Bob Baffert's barn, because Bob Baffert's 3-year-olds, they're not allowed to earn Derby points. So they switched him over to Tim Yakteen. I'm going to tell you, he's going to run like crazy in this race, because this is his only opportunity to get points to make it to the Derby. I like that John Velasquez is on him. He is out of Into Mischief. He's got some pretty nice workouts. They're taking blinkers off of him. At 3-1, I'm going to use Doppelganger on my tickets as well. And there's the 5 horse, Oho. Won the Rebel at 75-1. He won from a stalking position. Normally he closes like he did in the Withers, the race before that. They stalked this time and it paid off for him. Came out at 75 to 1. Not getting 75 to 1 on him in this race. Morning line is 6 to 1, and Ramon Vasquez returns. Then there's the 6 horse, the filly, Secret Oath, taking on the boys. Look at her last 3 races. You want to talk about a horse that's in form. Won her last 3 races by a combined total of more than 23 lengths. She put away those fields with ease. Take a look at that Honeybee. That's the same day as the Rebel. She won that race 144-3. Un Ojo won the Rebel in 145-3. She was 1 full second faster at the 1.16 distance. She is undefeated at Oaklawn. There's a lot to ask of her to take on the boys. Let me tell you something. Only 3 of these colts have actually won a stakes race. Now, this isn't the toughest field of colts in the world. This is a pretty good spot for her, actually. She is a legit win contender in this race. I think these colts are very beatable. I'm definitely using Secret Oath on my tickets. Trained by Wayne Lucas, the legendary Wayne Lucas, by the way. Then there's the 7 horse, Ben Diesel. He broke his maiden in his debut, and well, after that, he hasn't done a whole lot. Finished 8th last time out in the Rebel. Chart getting 15 to 1 on him, and he is trained by Dallas Stewart. He's got a pretty nice workout coming into this race. Let's take a look at the 8 horse, Cyberknife, at 8 to 1. He's got a pretty nice record out of 5 races. 2 wins and 2 seconds. Looked pretty good last time out at the fairgrounds, winning by 3. When he took on Stakes Company in the LeCompte, well, he didn't do too well. He finished 6th in that race. But he is trained by Brad Cox, and you are getting 8 to 1 on him. Then there's the 9 horse, We the People. This horse is 2 for 2. Won his maiden at Oaklawn by 5 3/4. Followed that up with a just as impressive win, winning by 5. He will be forwardly placed in this race. He's taken a big step up in class. It's a lot to ask. This horse had debuted in February to win a Grade 1 race less than 2 months later. But Flavian Pratt did make the trip to ride him. Let me tell you something, he's got a lot of upside. I like this horse a lot in this race. Out of Constitution. I'm going to use We the People on my tickets. I think from an exotic perspective, this is a wide open race. Because none of the boys in this race have been really dominant in stakes races. I mean, the only horse that's been dominant in stakes races is the filly, Secret Oath. So I'm going to go 5 deep in this one on my exotics. I did that last week in the Dubai World Cup. I chose 5 horses, and I hit the superfecta. All 5 of the horses I chose, they all finished in the top 5. So I'm going to go 5 deep in this one. But the horse I'm picking to win, well, I'm going with the filly. I'm picking Secret Oath to win the Arkansas Derby. And I am going to use her over We the People, Doppelganger, and Chasing Time. And there's another horse that I got to use underneath. I'm going to go with the consistent closer, Barber Road, at 8 to 1. I can find a spot for Barber Road on my tickets, so that is Secret Oath to win, and I'm using her over We the People, Doppelganger, Chasing Time, and Barber Road. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in the Arkansas Derby. Leave a comment. Good luck.